Coffee Tips, Episode 9. Welcome to Coffee Tips with Carla, a podcast on marketing and managing your business effectively. So before we get started, a little bit about us. Coffee Tips is a publication of Legacy Marketing Services. Think of us as the marketing arm of your business. You can learn more about us at legacymarketingservices.com. So thanks for joining me again. For the past couple of weeks, I've talked about creating a marketing strategy for your business. And so far, I've covered 3 steps to creating a marketing plan and identifying what problem your business solves. Today, we're going to talk about what questions your business answers. And this is related to the types of problems your business solves, but it's broader and it covers more of the educational aspects of. This is related to the types of problems your business solves, but it is broader and covers more of the educational aspects. It targets customers when they are in the information gathering phase of the buyer decision cycle. So, for example, if you have a plumbing business and you're trying to think of topics to include in your content strategy, you can talk about the types of services you offer and the problems that you solve. This is all information that a potential customer might need to know to understand why your service is the best choice for him. Speaking about plumbing, I was just reading about the situation in Flint, Michigan and their water supply. I think almost everyone is aware that in 2014, dangerous levels of lead were found in the tap water. There were several things that played a role in leading to this: the switching of the water source, the lack of treatment of the water, and then the old lead pipes going into the homes themselves that the water leached lead from. Now, part of the challenge for government officials was explaining the factors and the problems involved because citizens had to be a part of the solution. So the more complex the product or service you offer, the more important it is to explain the issues related to your industry. Now, the choices are either explain what you do or be prepared to compete on price alone. There's no other alternative. Fortunately, businesses are able to communicate this information easily through content marketing. This includes articles, informative images, video, and audio. The best way to determine what those questions are is simply by paying attention to the questions you are asked. The best way to determine what those questions are is simply by paying attention to the questions you are asked. Keep a notebook of questions that come up during phone calls or conversations with customers. What are the things that you tell people over and over again? I have a lot of articles on my website related to domain registrations, and it's not because I focus on selling registrations, but because that is something that has come up frequently over the years. People forgetting to renew their registrations and losing them to a domain squatter, domains being held hostage by a sketchy domain or hosting provider, or being outright hijacked. Even though the problem my business solves does not involve domain registration, since we develop, manage, and promote websites, having control and proper security on a business's domain is a top priority. Website promotion doesn't do any good if those URLs are directed somewhere else. So even if it isn't something you specifically offer, if there is an issue that impacts what you do, then include that in your potential list of topics. The second way to discover questions people are asking is simply to look at the questions people use to reach your website. This used to be one of the most valuable reports for content marketing. Server statistic programs such as AW Stats and Google's own analytics service would display the search queries, the words a site visitor entered into the search bar to reach your site. However, several years ago, search engines began to encrypt those queries, blocking their display in site analytics if the user was logged into that search engine. Now, only a fraction of search keywords display in your site analytics, but use what you have. The third way to discover the type of questions people are asking is by looking at the suggested search phrases that Google provides with almost every search. There are 3 places this can be easily found, and that is, the first is a list of related searches that displays at the bottom of the search results page. The second is the related questions that sometimes appear in search results. also in suggested searches that display as you begin to type your query into Google's search bar. And finally, the fourth way you can find the questions your potential customers are asking is by looking at comments and questions asked on forums and social media. Quora is a general question and answer site, but depending on your type of business and where you operate, this might be in topical or special interest forums, in the comments of a popular blog related to your industry, on a local site, or in Facebook or LinkedIn groups. This leads to the topic of next week's podcast, which is identifying the people that you serve. But we'll stop here for this week, so stay tuned. And again, I'm Carla with Legacy Marketing Services. And if we can help your business grow, we'd love to talk with you. And you can schedule a call online to discuss your business needs. And just visit legacymarketingservices.com/schedule to select a time. Thanks for joining me. I hope that you and your business are blessed and prosper, and that you are a blessing in your community as well. Until next week.